Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to show you how to make a Starbucks salted caramel mocha using the Mr. Coffee Cafe Barista. So I've had this machine for about 3 years now. I really like it. And I'm going to show you what you need in order to get this done. So first, of course, I use 2% milk, and then we're going to need an espresso shot. Now I use Starbucks Espresso dark roast, and this was the whole bean, and I had to grind it up in my own grinder. So I simply use this Proctor Silex grinder, and it works really well. It does just the right amount you need. And then I kind of do a bunch for the week. So I'll grind up 3 or 4 of these, and then I'll have them ready to go. Now that's espresso roast. Now I have used, now you can use coffee grounds as an espresso shot. They run through here just fine, and it gives it a little bit of a different flavor. And these are a little harder, these are a little easier to find at Walmart and different things. Espresso roast can be kind of hard to find. So the ingredients. So we got to have chocolate sauce, caramel. Now this is the thick caramel that you're going to drizzle on top. And then Starbucks uses this hazelnut syrup. Now this doesn't have to be refrigerated. Now neither does this, but it says it will spoil after 3 weeks. But so you can put it in the refrigerator if you want, but it's a little harder to get out if you do. You can use Hershey syrups too. Then it's topped with this mixture, a very light mixture of the sugar and the raw cane sugar. I got this off Amazon, it's really cheap. And then this smoked sea salt. Same with this. This came off Amazon. It's not very expensive. And you're just going to put a little bit of that in a container, and then you're going to mix it up, and you're just going to drizzle this on top, and it tastes really good. And then you're going to need some Ready Whip for your whip topping. So I want to talk about the Mr. Coffee Cafe Barista. So like I said, I've had this for a little bit. You know, this is where you're going to put their milk. This isn't kind of a how to use this. I've got another video on how this one works, but I am going to explain the buttons a little bit. So if you want to do just an espresso shot, you're going to do that. A cappuccino, which doesn't give you very much milk, and a latte. Now, when you press this button twice, you get the bigger latte. And I've done the measuring. So the bigger latte is going to put about 10 ounces of milk, of froth milk, into this cup. And then your espresso shot is going to be about 2 ounces. So that gives you a total of 12 ounces. Now, this cup just barely holds 12 ounces. Now, that's the size of a Starbucks tall, which is a small. So a Starbucks small is 12 ounces. This machine, that's all this machine's capable of really doing. You would have to run through another brew process if you wanted to do more. So we're going to do a Starbucks tall. Now, Starbucks serves their drinks around 160. The most I'm going to get out of this is about 150. And by the time we add the syrups and everything, it's going to cool down even more. But we're going to check the temperature as we go along. So I've got my milk in. Let's add our espresso grounds to that. So I'm just going to take it out. Okay, so when I grind up my espresso grounds, my coffee beans, I put it in this container just because it's got a nice spout to pour it into that. So this makes a really nice container to hold it in. Okay, so I'm going to get the espresso cup. Now remember, I've got the larger espresso cup in here. Remember, it does come with a smaller one. This is for the 2 shots. It's a little bit bigger. So I like to put like a heaping mound of espresso grounds into this. And that's why this container is so nice, because it works really well for pouring. And then we're going to tamp it down lightly. Okay, so it's above it just a little bit. Now we're going to press really hard. Remember, we're just going to do a nice even tamp to get it just below the lip. Now we don't want any coffee grounds on this lip, because they'll just get caught up in that recess area. So then we're going to put the coffee in. And we simply just put it in like this, and then we're just going to turn it till it locks. You got to kind of hold the machine with the right hand and turn it. So the one drawback of this machine is the height here. So we're going to be brewing a 12-ounce latte. And so you got to make sure your cup can hold that much. And when it froths it, you need a little bit, you need even a little bit more. So this holds 16 ounces. So I would check to make sure that your container can hold at least 16 ounces. So we're going to put it in there. We're going to aim the frothing nozzle. And then we've got this on latte. And then we're going to press this twice to get the latte. So I'm getting about, well, I had 150. Getting about 150 on the milk. And now it's going to do the double shot of espresso. You do get some really neat separation with the espresso shot. Okay, so now we're done with this. We'll just do a really quick temperature check. So I got about 170. That's pretty decent, actually. But this is going to get mixed up. So now we're going to add our syrups. Okay, so for a Starbucks tall, they say they add 2 tablespoons of mocha, but it was pretty rich for me when I fixed it, so I just do 1. There's 1. I'm gonna use that spoon to stir it with. And I've got another tablespoon. Now this is the hazelnut. Now I use 1 tablespoon of this too. This really takes the coffee taste out, and it's a pretty sweet drink. Just 1 tablespoon of it. Okay, now we got to stir it. It's a little harder to stir in this cup. I had a taller cup earlier, but it wouldn't quite fit underneath there. Okay. Now we're going to add our whipped cream. And you're going to drizzle this. This is the syrup that's thick. Just drizzle. And then there's the sea salt and that turbano sugar. Like I said, just get this really adds to the flavor. And just sprinkle on there. Now there you go. This is a pretty sweet drink, and it tastes really good. And it's, you know, it is kind of hot. This thing is actually pretty hot. So we're getting on par with what Starbucks serves it at. Yeah, 130, 135. This actually is doing pretty good. So again, this is just a dad. This was a simple video on how to make a Starbucks salted caramel mocha. So I hope you liked this video. If you could, leave your comments below. I check my comments all the time. If you've got any questions on how to make this or where I got some ingredients, I'm going to try to put as much in the description as I can. But I really appreciate everyone's comments. If there's a video that you would like to see made or a drink you'd like made, please leave it in the comments. I hope this video helps. I'll just go over the ingredients one more time. Hazelnut, I got this at Walmart. This was off of Amazon. And this Ready Whip was Walmart. The espresso grounds, you can find those at Walmart sometimes. And just milk. So I hope you liked this video. If you could, please like and subscribe. And thank you for watching.